So in the job interview, some of the job interviews, they have this option where at the end of the interview, they ask you this question: do you have any question for us? And then most of the people, what do? They say no. Guys, wrong. That's not what you should do. So today I want to share with you 3 powerful questions that I think that you can possibly ask at the end of the interview when they give you the opportunity. Because remember, I told you, interview is a deal table. They ask you questions and you also have the opportunity to ask questions. And, apart from that, when you have got questions, it means that you did your research. It means that you're interested. It means that you are seeing yourself being part of this organization in the future, right? So what type of questions you should be asking? And I understand that, sometimes when you have not been having a job for the past 5 years, for the past 8 years, or maybe, after your qualification or after your graduation, you have never started having a job or you have never worked anywhere. It's very daunting. The interview process, let's be honest, it is so scary. It's so fearful. I can tell you stories about what happened on my first interview. So let me go to it. So here are 3 questions that I think when someone asks you in an interview, do you have any question for us? These are the questions that you can ask. Number 1, what is the ideal candidate for this job? That's very important. You can ask that and they can describe that for you, and maybe you can join in the conversation. You say that, when I was working for company X, I used to do this and this and this and this, and this is the thing that I've done, based on what they have described as an ideal candidate. Question number 2, you can also ask and say, what are the opportunities of growth that are available in this role if I were to be successful? That's another good question. Question number 3, you can ask and say, what or when am I expected to start to work on this particular role if I were to be successful? It's a very possible question. Now, the problem with most of you, or most of us, is that when we are asked the question, do you have any question for us? We always go to the money. Now, the problem is that, in a relationship, there are things that we say that they are red flags. And I'm telling you, in an interview, going for the money can possibly be the red flag. So these are the questions that you can use. Please tell me what you think.